Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello, everybody. That's Karen.
And that is Shane.
Yay.
So today we are looking at part 3 of our story, and it's called The Necklace. And this is the last part of the story.
Okay, so let me ask you. Okay, we know right now, everybody knows Karen does not like to borrow things, right? But let me ask you, have you ever lent somebody something, let them borrow something from you, and they didn't return it because they lost it, or maybe because they ruined it, maybe they damaged it or hurt it or broke it? How about that?
Well, you know, I don't really like borrowing stuff from other people, and I don't really lend people anything either. So, yeah, I know it hasn't really happened.
You don't lend or borrow anything.
Right.
You just keep your stuff, and that's it. Well,
how about you?
I did let somebody borrow something before, and this is when I was in 5th grade.
Okay.
I let my friend borrow my jacket.
Okay.
And my jacket, back then, this was an expensive jacket. It was like $100. And
so expensive.
And I was pretty young, so for a young kid to have a $100 jacket, and because it was so cool, he wanted to borrow it. And then when it came time for him to give it back to me, he gave it back to me and he spilled grape juice all over it, and I couldn't get the stain out of the jacket.
No, were you angry at him?
He ruined it. I was a little bit angry. I'm not going to lie. But we still stayed friends.
Okay, but did he try to fix it?
No, he tried to clean it. Well, he tried to clean it, but it just wouldn't work.
Aww.
Okay, anyway, let's get back into the necklace part 3.
Mathilde returned the necklace. She and her husband were now poor, and it took them 10 years of hard work to pay off their debt. Because of that, Mathilde lost her youthful beauty.
So we're looking at part 3 of our story today, The Necklace.
This has been a pretty exciting story so far.
That's right, I think so too. So we know that Mathilde borrowed the expensive diamond necklace from her rich friend, Madame Forestier.
Yes.
But then after the party, she couldn't find it. So she lost the precious, expensive diamond necklace, and then she was really afraid, right?
So she decided, you know what, I'm going to just have to replace this diamond necklace. So they went and found a diamond necklace with real diamonds that cost them like 36,000 francs. So very expensive. But they found it and it looked the same, so they feel like, okay, we're okay.
But you know, they didn't have the money to buy it, so they had to borrow money in order to buy the necklace.
Yeah, because they're not rich like somebody like Madame Forestier, right? So they needed to borrow the money. Okay, so that leads us to day 3. So what happens now? So they've got the necklace. Mathilde returned the necklace. So she returns the necklace to Madame Forestier.
Which is not Madame Forestier's real necklace.
It's a replacement necklace.
That's right.
Not hers, but
something that looks like it.
Looks just like it, right. So let's find out what happened. So, well, first let's define the word return. So when you return something to somebody, that means to give something back or to go back to a place. So in this case, we mean to give something back, right? Give back the necklace. So for example, I will return the toy to my friend after I play with it.
Oh, okay, that's good. So after you borrow the toy and then you return it afterwards. So next time, maybe they will let you borrow again.
Maybe they will lend me their toy again.
Exactly.
And I will borrow it.
Okay, well, let's continue. She and her husband were now poor, and it took them 10 years of hard work to pay off their debt.
Wow, that's 36,000 francs. So, yeah, they were comfortable, but they certainly weren't rich if it took them 10 years to pay off the debt.
That's right.
The money that they borrowed.
Exactly.
Right? Oh, okay, let's go to Tina and we will be right back.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下刚刚课文里提到的单字跟文法重点。首先来看看单字的部分。Return, return, 动词归还。Please return the keys when you leave. 你离开时请归还钥匙。我们再来看一下文法重点。刚刚课文提到了 It takes somebody time to 加动词，做某事花某人时间。虚主词 it 用来取代作为主词的不定词或动名词，避免主词过长。Take time 意思是花费时间。我们来看看这个例句。It took me an hour to finish the report. 我花1小时完成报告。Pay off 还清欠款债务等等。常见的受词有 bill 账单 debt 债务loan 贷款等等。我们来看看这个例句。Joe paid off his student loan last year. Joe 去年还清了学生贷款。接着我们回到课文当中。
Okay, welcome back. All right, so now, because it's been 10 years, because of that, Mathilde lost her youthful beauty.
Aww, so she no longer looks young and beautiful.
Yeah, she was young, beautiful, but now 10 years has passed. And, you know, when you have to work really hard, maybe that will age you a little bit too, right?
That's right. So she lost her youthful beauty. So what does it mean when I say beauty? That's a noun. Beauty is when something is so nice to look at, listen to, or feel that it makes you smile or feel happy. So an example sentence would be, she believes that beauty comes from within. That's right. Inner beauty is more important than how you look on the outside.
That's a good point. Yeah, okay. All right, let's go to Tina.
我们来看一下刚刚课文里提到的单字 beauty, beauty 名词美貌。That actress is famous for her natural beauty. 那位女演员以她的自然美貌著称。接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. Oh man, that's so sad that she's lost her beauty, you know?
Well, she is older now,
a little
right?
older, but you can still be beautiful when
You're
you're older. That's okay. But I wonder what's going to happen now.
I don't know. Well, how about let's go to the second part of the story and we will be right back.
Okay.
One Sunday, Mathilde ran into Madame Forestier on the street. She was more confident now, so she told her friend the truth about the necklace and her life. Madame Forestier was very surprised. She took Mathilde's hands. Then she said,
"Oh, my poor Mathilde, my necklace was a fake. It only cost 500 francs.
Welcome back, everybody. So before the break, you know, they had to pay off this debt. And Mathilde lost her youthful beauty.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's really sad. So let's see, it's 10 years later. What happened?
Okay, so one Sunday, Mathilde ran into Madame Forestier on the street. So when you say you run into somebody, that just means that you bump into them. Now you just see them on the street.
So she was more confident now. Okay, we're talking about Mathilde.
Okay.
It's 10 years later. she has matured and become a more confident person. So when we say confident, confident means feeling sure about yourself and what you can do.
That's right.
So for example, Emma was confident she could ride her bike without falling.
Ah, she was very sure of herself, right?
Very sure, I know I can do this, I will not fall. Yes. Okay, so continuing.
Okay, so she told her friend the truth about the necklace and her life. Oh, so she hasn't seen her friend for a very long time. So she finally feels confident and comfortable enough to tell her the truth about the necklace because she never told Madame Forestier.
She never told her that she lost it and that she had to borrow all of this money and had to work very hard and they became poor and it's quite a story to tell and now she feels confident enough to tell the truth.
That's right. And then she had to work so hard for 10 years, right?
Right.
Okay, so we're talking about this word here, truth, and that is a noun. So truth is about what is real and fact, not made up or untrue. It means saying what is actually the case or what really happened. So we're not lying. You're telling as it is. An example sentence would be, it's important to tell the truth, even when it's hard, because the truth is always the best thing to share.
Wow, that's very deep. Okay, so she's ready to tell the truth, and we're ready to go to Tina.
All right.
我们来看一下刚刚课文里提到的单字 confident, confident 形容词有自信的。Nelson is confident about his speech. Nelson 对自己的演讲很有自信。Truth, truth 名词真相。It's important to tell the truth even when it's difficult. 即使困难，说实话也很重要。文法的部分刚刚提到了 run into 巧遇，这是一个不可以分的片语动词。我们来看看这个例句。I ran into an old friend at the supermarket. 我在超市巧遇了一位老朋友。接着我们回到课文当中。
And now we're back. Okay, let's continue. Madame Forestier was very surprised. She took Mathilde's hands. Okay, so I guess Madame Forestier was very surprised because of the news of the things that Mathilde told her, right?
Yeah, about
the necklace.
About being poor.
Exactly, working hard for 10 years, paying off the debt.
That's right. So continuing, then we're talking about Madame Forestier. She said, oh, my poor Mathilde, my necklace was a fake. It only cost 500 francs.
Oh no!
And she spent 36,000 francs.
On a real diamond necklace.
This one was fake. So when we say fake, what does that mean? Fake is a noun. It means not real or something that looks like the real thing, but isn't. So for example, the toy spider was a fake, but it still made me scream. Okay, let's go to Tina.
我们来看一下刚刚课文里提到的单字 fake, fake 名词赝品、仿冒品。That diamond necklace is a fake. 那条钻石项链是假的。接着我们回到课文当中。
So this was actually quite an interesting story, right?
Yes, I think what we can learn from the story is if she was just honest in the beginning and said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, but I lost your necklace, she would have told her, oh, well, the necklace, don't worry about it. It was a fake necklace. Or, if you want to replace it, it was 5,000 francs.
500?
Oh, only 500 francs. That's right. Not even 1,000.
That's right.
And so things would have been better if she would have just been honest, right?
That's right. That's why we always say honesty is the best policy.
That's right. Okay, let's go ahead and review the story again, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.
See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mathilde returned the necklace. She and her husband were now poor, and it took them 10 years of hard work to pay off their debt. Because of that, Mathilde lost her youthful beauty. One Sunday, Mathilde ran into Madame Forestier on the street. She was more confident now, so she told her friend the truth about the necklace and her life. Madame Forestier was very surprised. She took Mathilde's hands. Then she said,
Oh, my poor Mathilde, my necklace was a fake. It only cost 500 francs.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 return 动词归还 beauty 名词美貌 confident 形容词有自信的 truth 名词真相 fake 名词赝品仿冒品。接着我们来看文法的部分 It takes somebody time to 加动词做某事花某人时间It will take them some time to find all the things on the list. 找齐清单上的所有品项会花费他们一些时间。Pay off 还清欠款债务的。Vivian pays her credit card bill off every month. Vivian 按月缴清信用卡费。Run into 巧遇。Patty ran into her student at the restaurant. Patty 在餐厅巧遇她的学生。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法。那我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
An aquarium is a transparent tank of water in which live fish and other aquatic creatures and plants are kept. And you can find not just one, but 2 aquariums at the National Museum of Natural Science. In the basement of the Tropical Rainforest Greenhouse, you can find a visitor center, a souvenir shop, and 2 aquariums. You can see some of the Amazon River's special fish in the aquariums. Feeding shows are held regularly throughout the week. Before each performance begins, the museum staff will introduce the Amazon River. It's amazing to see how the arapaima quickly jumps out of the water and eats small fish. Just remember not to take photos with a flash or tap the tank. Here's a fun fact. The Amazon River is the 2nd longest river in the world and the largest river in terms of volume. And to be able to see water life native to the Amazon River here in Taiwan is a treat you won't want to miss.